and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Welcome to Monday's community run. Oh, little wobble on the treadmill. And hello Jeff, hello Tina. So I'm going to go at 10k edge, 1 hour, and do 10 kilometres, funnily enough, if my maths is correct. I hope everything's alright with you, hope the microphone is working so you can hear me properly. Let me know if it's not. And yeah, we'll get this done. We're back onto training now. Had a week off pretty much after the North Downs Way 100. Sarah Jacobson says it's a little soft. A little quiet. A little soft. Okay, maybe I'll turn the volume up a bit, I don't know. Let me just speak to everyone in game. Anyone, let everyone know what's going on. I'm sure they all know. Hello everyone. Jeff Partridge is walking at 7 kilometres per hour. Injuries still too sore to run. Oh, Jeff, I really hope you're okay for this TDS, mate. That is a bit worrying, isn't it? Right, let me try and turn the volume up on this mic. I don't know why we're so quiet today. You better? I don't know. Right, Jens is with us. Hello, Jens. We've got Goodall, Ash Phillip, Gulliver, Wassman from Germany. Adrian Mutzayers is there. Hello, Adrian. Jeff Partridge says he's getting fatter by the day and climbing the walls. Getting frustrated. Yeah, well, I think I'm getting fatter by the day, but I'm hoping that's good calories to keep me fueled for UTMB. We are just over a week past the North Downs Way 100. Legs are still not recovered. I did a little bit of running last week, but hardly any, really. Did nothing, virtually nothing over the weekend. Just trying to get my legs back to some level of normality. But we do have to do some running this week. We do have to do some elevation. We do have to have a fairly big week this week, and then we can relax a bit and take the miles off for the last 2 weeks. And we are going to Chamonix next week. Well, not actually Chamonix. We're going to a place on the other side of Mont Blanc called Beaufort. And we're staying there for a week. And then we're going to Chamonix the week after that. Tina says, are you going to admit your mistake from Friday? Well, I've got no choice now that you've brought it up. So I was intending to run on Friday. I was intending to do the usual recovery hour. Sarah Jacobson says, good call, Tina. I don't know. So I planned and I set up the live stream to go on as usual. Got to 6:15, set the live stream going, and then moments later suddenly realised I was an hour late. Actually, I'll tell you how I realised. I realised because I logged into Zwift and tried to find the run, and the run wasn't there. And then I suddenly remembered, oh no, it's 5:30, not 6:30. So, yeah, I would have done about 9 or 10k more last week. But, to be honest, once I realised there was no way I was going to do a run on my own and live stream it, I just thought, right, no, I'm going to go lie down on the sofa and do some more recovery. Sarah Jacobson says, doesn't your phone have alerts? Well, it probably does if I set them up. But I'm so confident in my ability to remember things that I need to remember that I don't set up alarms or alerts. That may have backfired on me in a big way on Friday. However, I think we need to reassess confidence, says Sarah Jacobson. Let me just chat to everyone again. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. use this run to warm yourself into training for Anna says, get well fast, Jeff Partridge. Yeah, we really hope Jeff can get recovered in time for TDS, which is in 2 weeks' time. It's not long, but Jeff is trained, he's well trained, but he just needs to be fit enough to run. 1 kilometre done of our 10k run this evening. We're going at 10 kph, so it will take us 1 hour to do this run. Ash Phillip has swapped his watch on so he can talk. Sarah Jacobson says, wishing you all the best. Smart to take it easy, Jeff. She says. Did anyone do anything exciting over the weekend? Anyone do anything exciting this weekend? Jeff, you've put in the hours. Don't worry about the 100k. Cooper came home from camp on Thursday. Says Sarah, that's not the weekend. I said the weekend, Sarah. Thursday is not, as far as I know, last time I looked, Thursday is not the weekend. But we will let you off because Cooper coming home from camp is an important thing. But I think you should have prefaced it with, I know it's not the weekend, but I hope you don't mind if I mention that Cooper came home on Thursday. Jeff Partridge volunteered at parkrun, seeing as he couldn't run. I did something very exciting. I did literally no running at all on Saturday and Sunday. Actually, that's not quite true. I did do 2 kilometres in my jeans, running to the cafe, but that was just to keep out of the rain. I'm not counting that. No, that was it. Literally no running is the exciting thing. Although it's not entirely true, because I did run to the cafe in my jeans to keep out of the rain. So yeah, I did literally, apart from those 2 kilometres of running to the cafe, I did no running at the weekend. And I think total last week is something like 20k, if that, maybe not even 20k last week. I had coffee and chips. As in English chips, not American chips. Chips are always a winner, Ash. Chips are a winner, says Ash. So if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, hello, welcome to the Zwift Run channel, and also the Film My Run channel on YouTube, on Facebook. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Got a full week this week. Going to be on every day, twice a day on Tuesday and Thursday. And then, if I remember the time correctly, we'll do the correct recovery run on Friday. Heather's asking if I used any condiments. Heather, I had vinegar, but I used my fingers instead of fork. No ketchup. No ketchup. Ash says nightmare. Mayo, yeah, mayo is the thing, Jeff, you're right. Ketchup is so last decade. That is, do you know what? I'm so with you on that, Jeff. 2 kilometres done. Beacon Group now at 2 kilometres. Yellow Beacon. Ash, have you considered therapy about this? Mary Rose sauce. Mayo and ketchup together apparently is called Mary Rose sauce. Where do you get that from then? What? How do you come to hear about that? I've never heard it called Mary Rose sauce. That's not to say it's not correct. I'm sure it is. What do I know about cooking? Right. Are you interested in an unpleasant thing that I have to tell you about this run this evening that's happening at the moment? It's very annoying. My shorts, I don't care if you're interested or not, I'm going to tell you. My shorts, I cannot get my shorts to sit. Sarah Jacobson says, oh no. My shorts won't sit properly. I can't get them to, and they're rubbing. And it's rubbing in a really, really annoying place. I can't get them to be more comfortable. I'm going to finish this run red raw in unmentionable places. It'll teach me not to wear underwear, won't it? Thank goodness we can't see your hand right now, says Sarah Jacobson. Yeah, but you've got an image, haven't you? You've got a horrible image that you can't get out of your head, and you know it. Tina Beard says, chips can only be eaten with salt and vinegar, surely. She also adds, I don't know if this is related or not, she says, for God's sake, jump off the treadmill and sort your bits out. Jeff Parker says, too much. Sarah Jacobson says, where is Marcus when you need him? I don't need Marcus to sort my bits out, thank you very much. Oh, blimey. I'm considering taking my shorts off and turning them round or something. Oh, I can't put my hand down my shorts now, can I, with that view? Top-down view. Hello, Anthony. 2.5k done, so we're a quarter of the way in. 1/4 of the way through the run for the yellow beacon. It has been pretty horrible weather here in the UK for most of July and August. So my advice to you is screw the outside, stay here on Zwift. My advice to you is screw the outside. I won't bother typing the correction. Jeff Partridge reckons I should take my shorts off out of camera shot. Well, yes, if I am going to do that. You see, Sarah Jacobson, obviously the Zwift algorithm couldn't handle... Oh no, it was Apple. The Apple phone couldn't handle my language. Heather says, Scrooby is supposed to be screw the outside. Stay indoors on Zwift, screw outside. But Apple didn't want to know about my rather vulgar language. So it changed it to Scrooby outside. How many of you like to screw outside? I am very partial to a good Scrooby. Enunciation lessons required, says Heather. Coming from a Scotswoman. Enunciation lessons required, says Heather. Unbelievable. Sarah Jacobson, that is your mind and not mine. I take no responsibility for the filth that goes on in your brain. Okay, I'll calm it down now. But let's talk about my horrendous, what will become horrendous chafing by the end of this run. Ash is trying to keep his heart rate down for this easy run. The best way to keep your heart rate down, Ash, is to try and ignore everything Sarah Jacobson says. She is a beautiful person inside and out, but a very bad influence. Anthony Anderson says, did anyone see the latest Golden Trail series video at the weekend? Sierra Zinal in Switzerland. I haven't watched it yet. So I finally managed to shut Sarah Jacobson up with that comment. Sarah, it's wonderful to have you with us, as always. In fact, fantastic to have all of you running and supporting the platform and your online running clubs. No stopping the Kenyans, says Anthony. I will have a watch of it tonight, Anthony. We did watch the last couple. If you haven't seen these are fantastic short distance. I mean, when I say short distance, I mean marathon and under. Most of them are around 25 kilometres distance. But there was, I think the Mont Blanc Marathon obviously is a marathon distance. The Golden Trail series. You'll find it on YouTube. Top runners from around the world. I mean, the top elite ultra runners from around the world, racing short distances up into the mountains and back down again. You know, 4-hour races, very, very quick, 3-4 hour races up into the mountains and back down again. Really good fun, really exciting running, and really nicely edited to make it exciting. So Anthony says this one, the Sierra Zinal race is 30 kilometres. So that's good. We'll go and have a watch of that. Right, it's quite warm in here. Feels very humid. 63% humidity inside shed quarters here. 23.7 degrees Celsius. 23.7 degrees Celsius inside shed quarters tonight. %, humidity. Jeff, I think the money has got to be there for the Kenyans to start doing ultra distance running. Jeff Partridge just saying about the Kenyans doing the Sierra Zinal race. I mean, I remember a few years ago running the Transvolcania Ultra, and there were a couple of very fast Kenyans doing the Transvolcania Marathon that year. That would have been 2018. 2017, 2018. They are definitely getting into it, but I think they've got to, for a lot of them to get into it, it's got to be worth their while financially. Really good Wi-Fi in your gym though, Ash. Sarah, Victoria's recovery is, yeah, it's going fine. She's complaining of a pain in her arm. I keep telling her she doesn't run with her arm, so that'll be fine. And yeah, she came out on a run with me today. I say a run. We did a kind of hike, hill rep session where we just walked up the hills. So we did 6 reps on the hills today, about 11 kilometres of total running. Next step, get yourself a smart treadmill at home. Jeff says yes, but that, as in the prize money for ultra races, is starting to improve. But he does agree it is still a long way to catch up with the marathon majors. Oh, well, oh, he is at home. I see, got the wrong end of the stick. I call it shed quarters. You call it the gym. So I was thinking that Ash was actually at a gym, but he's at his home. I used to have a bike here, but now we have his and hers treadmill. Can't fit a bike in here anymore. Right, heart rate is a bit high. We are the cutest ultra running couple in the... That's clearly not true. We are just a couple of old puns. Clearly not true. Tina B says, tell Ash about the live stream. Okay, I'll put the live stream thing up. Yes, Ash is very chatty, isn't he? We should encourage him to come and join us on the live stream. Sarah Jacobson has a home office and gym, and she definitely never works. Oh, Ash is doing strides now. Sarah Jacobson says, let's hope no one from my company is watching. She says, I've been working since 6:30 a.m. Actually, this is true, because half the time you should be running, you say you have a work call. Oh yeah, don't let them know that's what you do, Sarah. Right, has Ash joined us on the live stream? That's the question. Coming up to halfway now. It's flown by, hasn't it? Ackerman from Sweden there is on 4 kilometres. Sarah Jacobson on 4.5. Bruzatu, that's not a very Welsh name, is it? Bruzatu from Wales is on 4.6. Heather on 3.3. Dodden is on 4. Well done, guys. Great running. Paul Hayward's up there at 5.1. MS from Norway with Sandvand as well from Norway. They're both on about 5k now. Jason from Ireland is on 5k. And Marcus joins the live stream at halfway. Are you running, Marcus? Or are you just in for the chat? How are you? How is Ben Nevis training going? Jeff Partridge is now getting lapped, he says. That is halfway for the yellow beacon. You are doing really well, guys, girls. Just plodding out those kilometres. Well done, Jens. Thanks, Jens. Take care, Jens. See you again soon. Everyone else, keep focused, keep moving. And don't forget to book Wednesday workout in your diary for this week. It's a tough interval session, but we love it. And it will get your heart rate up, make you a fitter runner. Sarah Jacobson says, remember what time that starts, Stephen? Yeah, I don't know, it's probably about 7 o'clock, is it? Something like that? I've no idea. It's total guesswork most of the time. I stand on the treadmill until something happens. Tina says, woohoo, Marcus is here. Tim Burnside says, bye everyone. Thanks for joining, Tim. Anthony says, did you enjoy your walk around London? I did. It was a lovely evening. I had spent a very nice and very productive 2 hours at Zwift HQ, which was really good, but I can't tell you more than that, or I would be killed. Maybe that's who Jeff Partridge works for. Maybe Jeff Partridge works for Zwift NDA enforcement team, and he's here to keep an eye on me to make sure that I don't say anything that I shouldn't say. Wow, we could be getting close to the truth, guys. Anyway, yes, really productive meeting at Zwift HQ, and then I spent another 2 hours walking around London filming, and the video of that is online now. Oh, Jeff's told me to be quiet. Once again, just a little too close to the truth for comfort for Jeff Partridge. Zero to Hero reckons that would be a tedious job, though. But it's only tedious. I mean, it wouldn't be tedious if you get paid hundreds of thousands of pounds a year. What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm the NDA Zwift Enforcement Officer. Oh, boring. Yeah, but I get £200,000 a year. Oh. How do I apply? Nicholson must be a late join, with only 2 kilometres done. Yes, and Sarah Jacobson says he gets to spend his time running as well. Just to keep an eye on me. Mind you, well, no, he's probably got to keep an eye on all the Zwift ambassadors, hasn't he? I have no idea, Jeff, I've no idea how much you get paid. I mean, you've got an ultra van. We can't afford an ultra van. You know, anyone who can afford an ultra van, then, Tina reckons I've got an active imagination. I just seek the truth, Tina. I seek the truth wherever it lies. And I can't help it if sometimes the truth is uncomfortable, or sometimes the truth is just painful, you know, and sometimes the truth is just staring you in the face. You know, the most obvious thing is more often than not the truth. Right, I feel like another Tina Beard, Jeff Partridge fight is on the cards. Don't forget to drop your fellow runners a thumbs up. Oh, for goodness sake, brothers! I said runners and it said brothers. Stupid thing. Sarah Jacobson, the spirit of Ken lives strong in me. You did not hear brothers. Oh my goodness me. Jeff Partridge reckons his ultra van was a pre-pandemic ultra van and therefore quite reasonably priced. Well, okay. Heart rate is quite high now. I mean, I'm only running 10 kph, but I'm at 138 BPM, well into zone 3. That's not so great. Not so great. I am talking a lot, but I don't think it should be that high. It is warm in here, but maybe not warm enough to make my heart rate so much higher than it should be. Right. There's lots of potential humour around brothers, but it's all either sexist or racist tinged illusions, which I'm not going to go down, because I always get in trouble. Tina Beard says, my high heart rate is to do with chips and coffee and not running. This is probably true, Tina. Yes. Jeff Partridge says he's in zone 3 and he's only walking on 7% incline. Oh, I was going to put some incline on tonight. Oh, it's too late now. I thought about that, actually. I thought about putting some incline on and going a bit slower. Totally slipped my mind. Zero to Hero says, quite correctly, actually, this is probably nearer the truth. It's all the stress that we put you under. Yes, it is. I am stressed. That's what it is. Thank you, Zero to Hero. We blame Tina Beard, Jeff Partridge and Sarah Jacobson. Sarah Jacobson says, you still have 20 minutes left. How is it too late to put incline on? Touche. Good point. I can't be bothered now. I'm in a rhythm and I'm in the zone. Zone 3 to be precise. I'm in the zone and yeah, I don't want to do it now. Oh, right. Sarah Jacobson says, right, well, that's fine. Just be truthful. She says, I never put incline on. Well, I never put incline on either, do I? Apart from when I'm doing the Film My Run 500. Anthony says, I have a friend who has a Mercedes camper van and the price was ridiculously high. Jeff says, I'm looking to change mine to a Mercedes Sprinter at the moment, but the cost is eye-watering. Yeah. We've got some friends who've got a Bongo, which is at the lower end of the price scale, but it's really nice. It's just really small, but it's really cute. And you can get them for 10 grand. And my son Ellis really, really wants one. Yeah, you wouldn't want to spend a week in a Bongo, would you, really? I don't think. I seem to be running all on my own. Billy, no, mate. So we've just got about 3k to go, just over 3k. Sarah Jacobson is calling it a day there. 4 miles for Sarah today. Well done, Sarah. Great job, Sarah. Well done. See you on the live stream. Everyone else, feel free to come and join us in the chat on the live stream. And 3k to go for the beacon. Adrian Mutt says is a minute or so behind, nearly 2 minutes behind actually. Jeff Partridge tells everyone not to waste their bandwidth. To be fair, Jeff is probably right, don't waste your bandwidth. I mean, there's enough of me typing here. You don't want to hear my voice and see Jeff typing as well. Five kilometres for Heather today. Very enjoyable as always. Well done, Heather. Thank you for joining. Good job. So as usual on these Monday community runs, we have people of all abilities, all speeds, people who want to do the whole run, the whole 10k or the whole hour, people who just want to do 5k or 4 miles. It's entirely up to you. You can come and run with us just for a bit or for the whole thing, as much or as little as you want. You're very welcome. Everyone is welcome. We are totally inclusive. We'd love to have you with us. Don't forget to check out the companion app for other group events this week. Sarah says, I'm working my way back up to staying for the full 10k. Next week I'll do 5 miles and then hopefully the week after that, the full 10k. Yeah, take it easy, Sarah, but it's great to have you just getting yourself back into it. It's been a long road back, but you're slowly getting back there. You're doing really well. I am sweating in here. 24.5 degrees now in here. Although I don't have the fan on. Maybe that would be a good idea. Put the fan on, Steve, you idiot. 2.5k to go. I'm going to just drop some ride-ons quickly to everyone. Well done, Paul Haywood. There's MS and Goodall. Well done to Goodall. Bartholomew is on 6 kilometres. Marsh is on 8.4. Well done, Marsh. Speeding ahead there. Ackerman, 6.2k. Well done to you. And Garvey, 6.7k. Pinto from Spain. Hello, Pinto, on 8.9 kilometres. Well done. Nearly there. Wallace is on 9.1. And Wassmann from Germany is on 9.5k. Only 500 metres to go. The Wassmann Sandvand just ahead of me, 7.8k. Proctor is just hitting 5k. Well done to Proctor. Wyatt is on 8 kilometres. 2k to go for Wyatt. Jeff Partridge, 5.6k. Just going nice and easy, making sure he doesn't get any more injured than he already is. And that is pretty much everyone. There's Nicholson, 4.4. I think we've done everyone else now. So well done to everyone. Nebraska. Have I done Nebraska? Yes. Well done, everyone. Good work if you are approaching the finish. We will be back same time, same place for another community run next Monday. I know it's summertime, but let's keep running alive on Zwift. Jeff Partridge saying it's summertime. Says only 4 weeks to go until spine training starts. Blimey. Tina says I've been mostly running outside and have renewed my track pass. It's all so quiet on Zwift at the moment. Hopefully get on a bit this week. Yeah, well, I will be on every day this week, Tina, so hopefully I'll see you Wednesday workout. We've got Film My Run 500 tomorrow, we've got Bag That Badge on Thursday, and we've got the recovery hour on Friday. So please do join us for one of those runs. I fully appreciate in the warm weather people want to get outside, and that's absolutely fine, and that's exactly what I'm doing as well. But I'm also squeezing in my Zwift runs, and it all adds to the mileage. Easy, comfortable miles, mostly on Zwift, apart from Wednesday workout. 2k to go. Heather is struggling to get back into her new routine with a new house, new job. She says she needs to try harder. Heather, it's great to have you on whenever you are on. Don't force yourself to get running if you don't feel able to. You know, when you've got free time, come and join us. More than happy to have you, and we're almost always here. Although, having said that, I am away for 2 weeks following this. So this coming week on every day, and then next week and the week after, we will not be here. We will be in France. So it will be very quiet on Zwift, with no live streams at all, because Clive Finnemore is also not live streaming at the moment. So it will be very quiet 2 weeks on the Zwift Run channel, that's for sure. Right, under 10 minutes to go now. Sarah, that would be awesome. Sarah Jacobson is considering seeing if we can do some live streams with her and Marcus whilst I am away and whilst Clive is not live streaming. .5 kilometres to go, less than a mile. Still running round the Schumann Trail in New York. Been a nice run actually. Nice and relaxed. Heart rate is still too high, but what the heck. I'll put it down to chips and gravy and stress and the fact that I did a run earlier on today and the heat in here. So how many things is that? Chips and coffee. Sorry, not chips and gravy. Chips and coffee is one thing. The stress that you lot caused me, that's another thing. The heat in here, that's another thing. The fact that I did another run earlier on today, that's another thing. Still recovering from the North Downs Way 100. That's 5 reasons why my heart rate is higher than it should be tonight. So we're not going to worry about it. .11:35 in the morning to film my Run 500, and then we'll see about tomorrow evening, whether I do something tomorrow evening or whether I go out with the Real World Club. It might be easier to do something on here, but it might be a climbing session. So climbing in the morning with the Film My Run 500, but then again maybe another climbing session in the evening. We'll see. Right, 54 minutes gone. 1.1 kilometres to go. It is actually 10.1k, isn't it, this whole run? Not 10. Right, Tina Beard is interested in a climbing session tomorrow evening. She's going to run outside in the morning, and then will join us for something in the evening. So maybe we kind of just join a normal event. Or maybe we do a climb portal and put the elevation on. We could do that, couldn't we? Anybody up for a climb portal run tomorrow? Yeah, Anthony says, I've been doing the climb portals to get my hill sessions done. I think let's do that tomorrow evening then. We'll do a climb portal run tomorrow evening. I wonder if we can set it up as a proper run, because the Tour de France has ended now, so I'm hoping that the climb portals are available to put in events. I'll have to see when I set it up. If not, then I'll set up a run and then we'll just exit the run when we get to the climb portal. So just 4 minutes of the community run left. Although, seeing as I'm now on my own, it doesn't feel very community. I think everyone's gone now. It's just the last 700 metres on my Todd. But it's been nice. Thank you for the chat in game and on the live stream. Appreciate that, guys. Marcus had a Zoom meeting. He says, I'm back for the finale of this epic community run. I think you may need to reevaluate your understanding of the word epic, Marcus. Whilst I appreciate the sentiment, I did ask you how your Ben Nevis training is going at the moment, and then you disappeared off to your Zoom meeting without answering me. Jeff Partridge says he's done 4 miles of walking with a measly 873 feet of vert. That's all right. That'll do you. What's that? 200, 300 meters. That'll do. Tina says you're never alone, Stephen. I know, and that sounds ominous, doesn't it? It sounds almost threatening, Tina. Should I be afraid? Right, Marcus wants to know what kind of shoes he should wear for his flat 12-hour run on a gravel pathway. Marcus, wear your most comfortable shoes. When you say gravel, it depends if is it going to be wet? If it's gravel, you'll have grip anyway. Just wear your most comfortable shoes, Marcus. Whatever shoes you gravitate towards for comfort, wear those. Marcus is going to do some climbing in the mountains tomorrow, driving 3 hours to get there. So he's pulling out all the stops. Nice one, Marcus. I still haven't convinced Mrs. C to let me come to Scotland and do the Ring of Steel, but it's still not off the table. Tina says, be afraid. Be very afraid. Don't need to worry about that, Tina. I already am. 300 metres to go. Just a minute or so, and we'll be done. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Thanks for the chat, as always. Paul Hayward says, I'm keeping a strict programme. Tonight was 400 reps, 400 metre reps, which I thought I would do on here. So Paul has been doing interval training tonight during the community run. Good work. So I'm now going to go and sort my horrendous chafing out and promise never to go commando again with these shorts on. Unbelievably awful. Really, really horrible. I will never wear these shorts again without underwear. All my other pairs of shorts are like seamless and they don't chafe at all. But these are absolutely... And the thing is, I did actually know this before. I knew these were a bit more chafy. And I thought, oh, sod it, they'll be fine. Yeah, I just thought I'd bring it back to your attention, Sarah. So, you know, it's something for you to spend the rest of the afternoon contemplating. There we go. 10.1k done. Dinner is ready, says Tina. Bye, everyone. Well done. See you all tomorrow. Yeah, take care, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for the chat. As always, I am definitely going quickly now to go and sort myself out. But it's been fun. I've enjoyed that. Nice and hot. Nice high heart rate in zone 3 that I didn't want, but there we are. We are back on training now. We're back. We've had a week off, so we are back doing some miles this week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Film My Run 500. Bye-bye.